Yes, students, now we will revise the topic of value of supply as given in section 15 of CGST Act. Whether the supply is intrastate supply or interstate supply, the value of supply has to be determined as per section 15 of CGST Act, which means there is no separate provisions to determine the value in the IGST Act. And as per section 15, the value of supply means the transaction value. And what is transaction value? Is given here. If all the three of the following conditions are satisfied, then whatever amount the supplier is charging to the recipient is considered to be the value of supply. In simple, the price. So what is it? We will see. The transaction value means price actually paid or payable for the supply of goods or services or both, which is the normal sale consideration which the supplier will charge to the recipient. Then the supplier and recipient should not be related. Sir, who is called as related person is given in explanation to section 15, which we have already learned in second chapter, guys. While we were discussing schedule 1, para 2, supply between related person or the distinct person in the course or furtherance of business, even without consideration, was a supply, right? Yes. So there itself we learned who is the related person for GST purpose. So same list is covered even here. Actually, whatever we learned there is given in explanation to section 15, which we already covered. Okay, sir. Then the price should be the sole consideration. Okay, so in simple, the transaction value or value of supply means the price plus in section 15 subsection 2 they have given few inclusions. Then if at all if it is given in the question we need to add it. Then the discount given under section 15 subsection 3, if the conditions given there is satisfied, then we need to deduct it while calculating the value of supply. So I have given a format to compute the value of supply, and this format has to be followed like this only, guys. Clear? First, we will take the price as a base, and price will be given in the question, guys. Price will be given in the question. This is the normal price which the supplier is charging to the recipient. If nothing, no masalas are given, straight away this becomes the value of supply. But in the exam, it will not be so easy. They will give you some masalas. So you need to decide whether to add it or to ignore it. Or if it is a discount, should I deduct it or ignore it? Okay. So for the price actually paid or payable for the goods or services, we need to add few items. So which are those items are given in section 15 subsection 2. See, we will be discussing all the items. Sir, will all the items be given in the question? May not be, guys. So if any of this comes in the question and if the condition given here is satisfied, then you need to add it for the price. Yes, sir. What are those? One by one. First one, 15.2 clause A. Any taxes, duties, cess, fees and charges levied under any law other than GST. Okay. Any tax which is levied under any law but other than GST. So anything charged under GST should not be added. Why so? Okay, simple. We are calculating the value of supply on which GST has to be charged. So even before calculating the value of supply, should we include GST component? No. Any other tax. Okay. If charged separately by the supplier, means this is the tax which is paid under any law other than GST, which supplier is charging to the recipient. Example, the excise duty paid on the manufacture of tobacco. Assume the supplier or manufacturer has paid it, but later he charged it to the recipient. Can we add it here? Yes. Same way, municipal tax paid on the property used for business purpose. If it is charged by supplier to the recipient, should we add it here? Yes. Same way, if it is a entertainment tax levied by local authorities. Local authorities, is it subsumed under GST? No. If it is levied by local authorities, it is not subsumed under GST. If in case it is paid by supplier but later recovered from recipient, should we add it here? Yes, guys. But there is a clarification given. If the seller is collecting TCS from the buyer, as it is an interim levy, it should not be included in the value of supply, which means we should not add it. We should not add it, guys. I'll just explain this concept. Listen here. I'm just taking my income tax revision book here to explain you the concept of TCS. We have already learned this in income tax, but I'm just explaining you to connect to section 15 to A, guys. Now, seller of some specified goods or services on which TCS is applicable. So when they're selling that goods or providing services, In addition to their sale consideration, they should also collect TCS at whatever rate, like 1%, 2%, 5%, whatever is the rate of TCS, they have to collect it. And whatever TCS they have collected, it is not their revenue. They have to remit it to the government within 7th of next month. And also file TCS returns quarter. And whatever amount the seller has collected from the buyer as TCS, the buyer will get a credit of it. Means from its total tax liability, that is buyer's total tax liability, the TDS, TCS, advance tax, everything would be reduced. Correct? Yes. So as buyer will get the credit of the TCS, sir, should this TCS amount be added to the value of supply? No. That is what the clarification given us. Got it? Yes. So if I have to just give an example, assume the seller is selling the goods worth 10 lakh. So 10 lakh is a sale consideration on which he is supposed to collect TCS at 1%. And TCS under Income Tax Act is covered under section 206C. Various subsections are there. Subsection 1, 1C, 1G, 1F, like that. Okay. Very few cases of TCS is there, whereas in TDS, the list is very lengthy. Yes, sir. Fine. So assume the seller is supposed to collect TCS at 1%. So 1% of 10 lakh is coming to 10,000. So totally seller is collecting from the buyer 10 lakh 10,000. So for the seller or supplier, is value of supply 10 lakh 10,000? No. 10,000 as it is an interim levy under Income Tax Act and buyer will get a credit of it. We should not add this 10,000. So from supplier point of view, what is the value of supply for GST purpose means? It is 10 lakh guys. It is 10 lakh. Please be careful with this. Okay, sir. Next, clause B, 15(2)(b). Any amount that the supplier is liable to pay, but which has been incurred by the recipient of the supply. Means the liability of the supplier is paid by recipient. Assume I am the supplier, you are the recipient. I was supposed to pay 20,000 to a third person and I have asked you to pay it. It is as if you have paid me. It is as if you have paid me. Should it be included in my value of supply? Yes, guys. It should be added to the value of supply. Okay. So anything which I was liable to pay, if I ask recipient to pay it, it should be added to the value of supply. Then clause C, incidental expenses, including commission packing charged by the supplier to the recipient and any amount charged for anything done by the supplier at the time or before the supply or delivery of goods, guys. So simple. Assume I am charging you some commission or else you have asked for some special packing for me or special designing for a product for which I am charging you some extra amount. Should it be included in the value of supply? Yes. Anything which I charge for you, for anything extra I am doing. Assume I am also arranging for a transportation and for that I am charging you some amount. Should it be included in the value of supply? Yes. Like packing, transportation, designing, anything which I am doing for you, for which I am charging you a separate amount should be added, guys. Sir, what if it is already included in the sale value? For example, I have told you I would be selling the product for you for 1 lakh, which includes packing, transportation, insurance, everything. In that case, should we add anything extra? No, no, guys. Got it? Yes. And in question, if they have given price is 1 lakh and the amount of commission packing is separately charged by the supplier to the recipient, please add it, guys. Please add it. And if question is silent, if by chance, in that case, you assume that whatever price is given in the question, which you will take it as a starting point, will not include any of these items. Because if it already includes, then you need not add it. For example, assume packing charges is already included in the price. In that case, should we add packing charges? No, sir. So they would have clearly given in the question that other than the price, there are few more things which supplier is charging to the recipient, something like that. They would have given some int in the question. Accordingly, you follow it. If by chance, if question is silent, then you can also consider that whatever price is given in the question is excluding the following items, guys. Got it? Yes, sir. Fine. Next, coming to D, it has also connection to time of supply. First, I will explain this, then I will connect to time of supply. Interest, late fee or penalty for delayed payment of any consideration. This is an additional amount which supplier is charging to the recipient for delay in payment of consideration. Assume I have sold the goods for you for 5 lakh And I have told you, you need to make a payment within 7 days. And if you fail to make payment within 7 days, I have told you need to pay extra 10,000. So you delayed the payment, you paid me beyond 1 week. In that case, I would be charging you an additional amount, assume in the form of interest. Should it be added to the value of supply? Yes, it should be added to the value of supply. And please be careful, guys. This is an amount which supplier is charging to the recipient for delay in payment of consideration. And this is not the amount which the supplier or recipient is paying to the government or department. Because whenever there is a delay in payment of tax or delay in filing the returns, we are supposed to pay interest or late fee or penalty to the department or to the government. We are not talking about that. This is an amount which recipient is paying to the supplier, guys. Got it? Yes, sir. So the interest, late fee or penalty which supplier is charging to the recipient for delay in payment, D for delay in payment, has to be added to the value of supply. Okay, sir. Yes, we will add it. And what is the time of supply for this is given in subsection 6, guys. If it is for goods, 12 subsection 6. If it is for services, then 13 subsection 6. For interest, late fee or penalty, the time of supply is the date on which it is received. By whom? By the supplier. And if at all, if there is a separate consideration along with interest, late fee or penalty, there will be two different time of supply. There can be two different time of supplies. Is that clear? Yes. So please be careful in that scenario. Okay, sir. So time of supply is given where? In section 12 subsection 6 for goods, and for services 13 subsection 6, guys. Okay, sir. And one more thing. Guys, whenever they have given this amount in the question, we need to check whether it is inclusive of GST or exclusive of GST. If it is inclusive of GST, then we need to check what is the value component. Assume they are told Vikas charged or supplier charged 10,000 interest for the recipient, which is inclusive of GST. GST is 18%. Okay. So 10,000 is equal to 118% of the value. Yes. So into 100 if you do, you will get value amount. That is with respect to interest, how much is the value? How did I get 118? 100 plus GST rate, which I mentioned as 18%. Sir, what if GST rate is 5%? Then this will be 105. Sir, what if GST rate is 40%? Then this would be 140. Got it? So if you do this, you will get what is the value component. Sir, what if I want to calculate GST component? Then simple, 10,000 divided by 100 plus GST, which is 118, okay, into 18. Into 18, guys. You will get the GST component on interest. Hope you understood. But when you are calculating the value, we require the value component. So do it like this. The total amount inclusive of GST, whether you have received it as interest, late fee or penalty, the amount received you take, just a minute, amount received you take divided by 100 plus GST rate into 100 people. This is what you have to do while calculating the value. Sir, what if they have given that interest, late fee, penalty received by the supplier is exclusive of GST? Then whatever amount is received, no, straight away add it while calculating the value of supply. Just add it. No need to do anything else. Got it? Yes, sir. If it is exclusive of GST, please straight away add it. Sir, what if by chance if question is silent? What should we assume? Guys, in that case, assume it is inclusive of GST, provided GST rate is given in the question. If GST rate is given in the question and interest, late fee or penalty is received by the supplier for delay in payment, and the question doesn't specify about whether it is inclusive of GST or exclusive of GST, you can assume that it is inclusive of GST and give a note for it. And if question is silent, whatever you are assuming, please give a note for it. Got it? And if you want to be more safer, assume in your calculation you have taken the interest inclusive of GST. Then you can also give a note telling if it is considered as exclusive of GST, then what is the amount? Then what is the amount, guys? Got it? Yes. And I have uploaded on YouTube channel the full class, whichever I have done as a regular class on value of supply, full video has been uploaded, including the questions. If you want more clarity and if you want to practice questions, please have a look into it if time permits. Got it? And the link for the same I would have attached here in the description. Please have a look into it, guys, so that you will get more clarity, if at all, if you want. No, sir, I already understood. Well and good. I had already practiced it. Now it was helpful for me to revise. Great, guys. Okay, fine. We'll move forward. Then coming to clause E, subsidies directly linked to the price, excluding the subsidies provided by the central government and state government. Okay, guys, if there is a subsidy which is given for a product and if the price is linked to it means because of the subsidy, the selling price has been reduced. Okay, and if it is given by central government, state government, don't add it. Sir, what if it is given by others? Then we need to add it. We need to add it, guys. I have given one chart here. See, what is given in the law is only this part, by guys, that is linked to the price. But I will just explain this part also so that you will have a clarity. Okay. First, let us focus on this side. Assume, guys, my normal selling price of this pen, I am selling the pen 100 rupees. But now I have received a subsidy of 10 rupees per pen to sell the pen at 90 rupees. So now assume the price is 90, which is linked, means subsidy is linked to the price. Yes, that means I am selling the product or pen at a reduced price because I have received subsidy. So can we call that subsidy is linked to the price? Yes, linked to the prices. Because of subsidy, we have reduced the selling price. Got it? Yes. So my actual selling price was 100, but as I have received a subsidy, I have reduced the selling price at 90 rupees. Okay. So now I will take 90. For that, should I add 10 or not? Depends on who has given the subsidy. So the price is 90 people. Yes. So for that, should I add 10 or not? Depends on who has given the subsidy. If subsidy is received from central government or state government, don't do anything. That means what would be the value of supply? Just 90 rupees. Just 90 rupees. Sir, what if it is received from others? Others in the sense, other than central government or state government. Assume the subsidy is given by a company out of their CSR fund or subsidy is given by Infosys Foundation. In that case, we need to add it. So what would be the value of supply? Price plus subsidy. So totally it is 100. Got it? Yes, sir. Fine. This is what is given in the law and this is what you can expect in the exams, guys. Okay. But only for your knowledge, I will also explain this part. What if it is not linked to the price? Means, sir, I have received subsidy 10 rupees, but my selling price is still 100 rupees only. We have not reduced the selling price. So can we call it as not linked to the price? Yes. So if subsidy is not linked to the price, which means selling price is not reduced. Okay. If it is received from central government or state government, what would be the value of supply? Now you need to deduct 100 minus 10. So what would be the value of supply? 90. As it is. Here also it was 90, no? Yes. Here also you will get 90. Sir, what if it is received from others? You need not do anything. You need not do anything means what would be the value of supply? 100. Same 100 we had here, no? Yes, guys. The only difference is it linked to the price or not linked to the price? Accordingly, we need to decide. Got it? Yes, sir. Fine, people. So we'll move forward. So we have seen what all items has to be included. So for the price, we need to include if any of these items are given and if the conditions given here is satisfied, we need to add it. Okay, sir. Then coming to the exclusions, which is nothing but discount as per section 15 subsection 3. I have highlighted here in the green clause A, clause B, guys. I will try to explain this through a chart. I have made a chart for this. Okay. 15 subsection 3 clause A is covered here. Okay, let me just write it 1 second. Clause A, clause B. Okay, sir. So what is clause A is telling? If the discount is given before or at the time of supply and if it is recorded in the invoice, then we can exclude it from the value, which means deduct it. For example, assume I sold the goods for you for 10 lakh and I am giving at the time of sale itself, I am giving a discount of 10%. So in the invoice I have recorded value of the goods 10 lakh minus discount at 10% 1 lakh. Remaining is 9 lakh. So now GST has to be charged on 10 lakh or 9 lakh people. It is on 9 lakh. As discount is already given at the time of supply and recorded in the invoice, can it be excluded while calculating the value of supply? Yes. So in my example, the value of supply would be 9 lakh. Got it? Yes, sir. Next, coming to clause B. Discount is given after the supply. Okay, but the following three conditions has to be satisfied. If all the three conditions are satisfied, only then we can exclude the discount component from the value. Sir, what if any one of one of the condition is missing? Then we cannot exclude it, guys. So what are the three conditions? The discount is given after the supply, but it was known and agreed at the time of supply. Okay, it was already agreed between the supplier and recipient. Telling supplier had told recipient, if you purchase 10 lakh worth of goods during the year totally, I will give you a discount of 10%. Or else, if you purchase more than 10,000 kgs of goods, I will give you a discount. That is what the supplier has offered. So was it already agreed? Yes, sir. Then it should be linked to the relevant invoice. Guys, supply would have already taken place. So invoice also would have already been issued. But now, if supplier is giving discount to the recipient after the supply is made and after the invoice is issued, then he should issue a document called credit note linking to the respective invoice. Okay, so that discount amount which the supplier is passing to the recipient through credit note has to be linked to the relevant invoices which is already issued. Okay, the last one is the proportionate ITC, that is input tax credit, has to be reversed by the recipient. That is on the discount amount, whatever the supplier is giving to the recipient, on that whatever is the GST amount has to be reversed, guys. In simple, whatever amount would have been mentioned in the credit note issued by the supplier to the recipient, no, that GST component, if recipient has already claimed full credit, he need to reverse to that extent. To that extent means the GST on the discount amount. Sir, what if recipient has not yet claimed the credit? Then he can claim the credit on the remaining value, but not on the discount amount. For example, assume the supplier has supplied the goods for 1 lakh, on which 18,000 GST is already charged. So total invoice has been issued for 1,18,000. But later he is giving a discount of 10,000 on which GST is 1,800. GST amount is 1,800. Now, if recipient has claimed already full 18,000 credit means, you need to reverse how much? 1,800. That is the GST on discount amount. No, sir, the recipient was yet to claim credit. In that case, can he claim full credit now? No. How much credit he can claim? 18,000 minus 1,800. Only that much. That is 16,200. Only that much credit he can claim, guys. Who? Recipient. Got it? Yes. So if all these three conditions are satisfied, then that discount amount can be deducted while calculating the value of supply, guys. Is that clear? Yes. And sometimes in the question, discount will be given as a percentage. That percentage has to be applied on the price. The price which you will take it as a base figure to compute the value of supply, no? Yes, on that. Sir, should we apply discount percentage on this inclusions amounts and all? No. Because supplier cannot give discounts on this amounts, guys. If at all, if he is offering any discount, it will be on the price. So if discount is given as a percentage, please apply that percentage on this price, people. Got it? Yes. And I want you guys to practice good number of questions because in GST, there are very few numerical area. One is value of supply. The other one is GST liability calculations. That is output tax minus input tax credit remaining. How much GST has to be paid through the cash ledger. I will upload a separate questions on GST liability calculation, separate altogether a video discussing all the questions on that, which is important because that will be asked as a compulsory question. Whereas on value of supply, as I already told you, whatever I have discussed in my regular class, video is already uploaded, including the questions. So please have a look into it, guys, and try to practice those questions. Okay, sir. Fine. Then there is one clarification telling what is it? We will see. I have given it as a note. Just a minute, before the discount part we have covered fully, no? Yes. Chalo. What is this note? We will see. No claim bonus, that is NCB in short, is a permissible deduction under section 15(3)(a) for the purpose of calculation of value of supply of the insurance services provided by the insurance company to the insured. What is this? I will try to explain with an example, guys. This also has a connection to supply topic. Yes. If you remember this example, we already covered it in chapter 2. Yes, we'll try to recall it. So assume a medical insurance policy is taken by Akash, who is an insured, for rupees 10 lakh. So the policy amount or the insured amount is 10 lakh. And yearly premium is 25,000. And please be careful, guys. This is not a life insurance policy. It is a medical insurance policy or health insurance policy. Okay, sir. So Akash has paid a premium of 25,000 in the year 2025. And there was no medical emergency for him in the year 2025. So he has not claimed the policy. he has not claimed the policy. So in the year 2026, he was supposed to pay 25,000 premium, but insurance company told, Akash, as you have not claimed the policy last year, we will give you a discount of 3,000, which is called as no claim bonus in the insurance sector. So Akash is supposed to pay only 22,000 in the year 2026. So our question here is, sir, what is the value of supply for the insurance company? Is it 25,000 or 22,000 in the year 2026? The clarification is it is 22,000. That means the no claim bonus given by the insurance company to the insured for not claiming the policy in the last year, can it be deducted, sir, as per section 15.3? Yes, guys, it can be deducted. As per section 15.3a, it can be deducted. So the value of supply for the insurance company in the year 2026 is 22,000. And we have also learned in supply topic that from Akar's side, there is no supply because there was a confusion. I will just repeat this again. We already learned it in supply topic, but still I am repeating it. Now Akash got a discount of 3,000 for not claiming the policy. So can we consider this as refrain from claiming the policy, not to claim policy? Akash got 3,000? No, because there was no agreement between Akash and insurance company telling Akash will not claim the policy in 2025. For that, insurance company will give 3,000. So is it a separate supply? No, people, because the purpose of taking the policy itself, whenever there is any medical emergency, we need to claim it. Just because Akash didn't have any medical emergency in the year 2025, he didn't claim the policy. That doesn't mean that he had already agreed not to claim the policy for which he will get a discount. Was it agreed like that? No, people. Nothing like that. Got it? Yes, sir. Fine. We'll move forward. So 15 we are completely done with. Yes, sir. Now, if any of this condition is missing, guys, for example, supplier and recipient are related, or price is not the sole consideration. For example, at least part of the consideration is in kind, like exchange, or full consideration is in kind, like barter. Sir, in that case, we cannot decide the value of supply as per section 15. So we cannot take price. In that case, we need to refer to valuation rules, people. Valuation rules. That is what is given here. Okay, let me just read it out. Supplies where value cannot be determined as per section 15 subsection 1. That is, if any one of the condition is missing. Section 15 subsection 4 lays down that where subsection 1 is not applicable, then the value will be determined in the manner as prescribed. As prescribed means where is it prescribed? In the valuation rules. And don't worry, valuation rules is not a part of intermediate syllabus, guys. Same way, 15 subsection 5 lays down in respect of certain notified supplies. The value will be determined in the manner as stipulated in rules for valuation. So with respect to few notified supplies, the value of supply will be decided as per valuation rules. So both section 15 subsection 4 as well as 15 subsection 5 will refer to valuation rules. But that valuation rules you will be learning at final level. Yes, sir. Then, coming to this. One rule I have given here because that might be a part of your question, guys. Okay. And whatever is given here, I just now explained in section 15.4. Okay. So what is rule 35 is telling? If whatever amount the supplier is collecting from recipient, if it is already inclusive of GST, how to calculate the tax amount? How to calculate the tax amount? Simple. Value inclusive of taxes, that is the total amount which the supplier has collected including GST, into tax rate in percentage, whole divided by 100 plus GST rate, guys. Especially with respect to pre-packed items. Okay, where MRP already includes the GST. For example, assume the selling price is 200, which includes 5% GST. So what should we do? 200 rupees divided by 100 plus 5, that is 5%, into what is the actual GST rate? 5. See, you, in the both numerator as well as denominator, you can consider percentage or else you can ignore it. So what is the GST amount is 200 divided by 105 into 5. Sir, what if GST rate is 18%? Then 200, the price including GST divided by 118 into GST amount 18. That is 18%. Okay, if you want, you can use percentage also. Anyway, as we are using it both in denominator as well as numerator, it will get cancelled. Okay. Sir, what if I want to decide the value component like how you told for interest, late fee and penalty? Then instead of 18, we need to take 100. 100 is nothing but the value component, guys. Is that clear? And if you have used percentage year, then better use percentage year also. Or else you completely ignore the percentage, guys. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Fine. So we covered everything with respect to value of supply. Yes, very small topic, but you can get a question on this. Please don't lose out, guys, because it is just very simple, like your BRS question in your foundation accounts. Just it is a game of addition or deduction. So come to the page number 1. That is the sections list. We have covered only one section. We will just quickly mark it. Yes, sir. Value of supply. And you guys know, once you qualify what value you will get in the society, in your friend circle, in your family, among your relatives, that cannot be matched with anything, guys. We cannot even measure that value. And I want you guys to experience that. That feeling what you get on the result day cannot be matched. Can we express it in the monetary term? Definitely not. And please ensure that you will experience that one day in your life. Whenever you feel like, sir, I will not do it. This course is not for me. Just think about that result today. The satisfaction you will get. How super proud that your parents will be about you. Just think about it. And you need to face that situation. You need to feel that situation, guys. So please give your 100% and make sure that you come out of the bracket as early as possible. Wish you a good luck.